Is that good stuff? Is that good stuff? My good boy. Made some rice. It's decent. I think I could have let it cook for 2 or 3 more minutes, or used a little bit less water because it was a little too wet for my liking, but it was solid. So I'm gonna be honest. It is about 2:30 a.m. and I'm realizing I didn't really film much at all today, and I'm trying to think of a way I can make this vlog interesting, even though I filmed like 2 shots today. Alright, so let's talk about your favorite brand of goldfish, because I saw something today, and I don't know if it was true, but it was on the internet, so it had to be true. It said that the guy who invented goldfish made them goldfish because his girlfriend was a Pisces and he wanted to do something for her. So, on that note, what's your favorite flavor of goldfish? I believe they make white cheddar, which is really good. However, my favorite is probably just the good old pizza. I used to snack on those like you wouldn't believe. It's a good flavor. So, and on that note also, because I mentioned the Pisces thing, do you believe in astrology? I do not. I think it's basically a bunch of untrue pseudoscience. But, I don't care if you like astrology, do you, boo. Like, you're good, do it. But, like, I don't know, it does worry me when people... So the good thing about astrology is it can allow some people to have a sense of... I wouldn't say a sense of meaning, guidance. Guidance is what I want, the word I'm looking for. So it allows people to have some sort of guidance in their life if they're in like a bad place and they want some sort of like guidelines to follow, you know what I'm saying? So like, for instance, if you're like a Taurus, right, and like one of the stereotypical things about Tauruses is they're supposed to be really stubborn, right? So if you're someone who's dating a Taurus and they're kind of stubborn and kind of unchanging, maybe you'll be like, oh, it's just because they're a Taurus and, they're a little hard-headed sometimes, but, Tauruses are also supposed to be, really loyal and awesome and, like, and loving and passionate. So, like, it's okay, maybe they're really adamant about, brushing their teeth at 7 in the morning on the dot, and, you can't break them out of that routine. That's fine, who cares? They're a Taurus. Just let them brush their teeth whenever. I don't have that problem. I am a Taurus, but I don't have to brush my teeth at 7 a.m. That's the first thing that came to my head. But, so I think the guidance factor is, could be important for some people. And so I totally get why some people would want to have it for that reason, even if it's a subconscious thing. And that's totally cool. The one thing that I hope people don't do with regards to astrology is use it in a way that it overrides like human instinct, like people who like swear off like a sign, or like, oh, I can't date a Sagittarius. How do you say that one? I don't. Let me go to a different one. I can't date a Cancer moon because they're insert adjective here, and I'm like, okay, but really, like, you get... Come on, man, like, just get to know the person a little bit, like, snap for a couple days, like, just like, get to know them. Don't just like see their sign and be like, probably not gonna work. I mean, statistically, yeah, if you just meet some random person online, statistically, probably a relationship won't work out with them, you know? But like, I don't know if you should just base that on, signs, especially if the person like doesn't follow astrology at all, because then they're not even gonna know how they're supposed to act in accordance to their sign. It's weird, and it's, to my knowledge, there's no actual like hard science behind it. It's just sort of like a belief thing, which I'm totally fine with people believing what they want to believe as long as it doesn't actively, hurt other people. So, I don't have a problem with astrology, just like I don't have any problems with people practicing religions, even though I'm, an atheist pretty much. Um, I think there's some things inherent with religion, or at least a lot of religions, that you know can lead to bigotry, hatred, that sort of a thing, of other religions and of uh, non-believers. But I would never say, oh man, don't do don't do the religion, like don't, like, there should not, that religion should not exist. That's stupid. Like, there's so many awesome people that practice a religion, and just the way they were brought up. So I don't have a problem with that. And there's a lot of awesome people who follow astrology. It's, I guess, the main point of this here is to, one, pad this vlog because I wanted it to be longer than 30 seconds, but also to just say, do you, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, and just be mindful that ultimately in life you are in control of you. Now, obviously, you can have mental health issues, depression, stuff like that cause you to your mood to be down, but don't. I would say, just like, try and always listen to yourself first, and then if you want to follow something like astrology and only look for you know certain kinds of like signs or whatever that you want to date, like, okay, go for it, but don't allow that to be the end all be all. Always listen to yourself and listen to what your gut tells you about a person, and get to know them a little bit, see how they are before whatever, or don't. You can do whatever you want, and that's the cool thing about living in the world, is that ultimately, if you're in a decent, fair place, you can think how you want to think, and date how you want to date, and meet people the way you want to meet people, which is really cool. So yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. I just felt like talking about something, and that came to mind as I was filming. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow. All right, goodbye.